Hey everybody, it's the Modern Refugee down in the man cave again today with the old knife collection hanging behind me there. I had somebody say something to me here just recently, and I wanted to respond to it, and because it was a good question, and it was basically why don't I cover more news type events on my channel? And if you watch preparedness channels any length of time, there's sort of a progression. People start with like skills and what they know and different experiences, and then they sort of move into the news because that's where the clicks and the views are. And I have mentioned different news things on my channel. There were different things with the pandemic that I mentioned, and there was different things with Ukraine that I've mentioned, because I feel Ukraine has the potential of being actually a really big event if it's pushed to that point. But I don't discuss the news. I could probably get a lot more views if I did discuss the news and different things that's going on. And my views aren't any much different than probably most other prepping channels that are out there. And I'm sort of a skills-based channel. I just want to share different things that I do, different things that the old timers did that helped them through things like the Great Depression and through World War II and through rationing and through economic hard times. I just want to share those things, those skills. I will always be a skills-based channel. I might mention news things that I think are important or different things that are happening locally here, like the air quality is the big one here, and what's causing that. I have my own speculations on that, but I think it's more than what they're saying. Let's put it that way. And I'll give you a good example why I don't trust the media. And this is just a recent thing that happened here locally. Locally, where I live here, there's been some problems with a local official. Let's put it that way. And there's been different things and different times where I've went up to the local meetings about this particular situation, and so have a lot of other people that are my neighbors and friends and stuff. And it's a pretty straightforward, cut and dried thing, what's going on with this particular official. But a bunch of us went up there to show support for a particular person. And later, when I read the news report in the local newspaper of what took place at that meeting, that's really not what took place at that meeting. And a lot of the stuff that they mentioned in that particular news report isn't what wasn't the point of all those people being at that meeting. It was actually something else. And I know exactly what was going on because I was there. And you're never going to get the straight story from, the media in general. How do you know who your daddy is? Because your mama told you, So there's always going to be a spin on something. There's always going to be a twist on something. And when it comes to preparedness channels and news, go all the way back to Katrina. Katrina is a good starting point, I guess. There was things before that, but Katrina was a good starting point. There's always going to be something that's going on. There's always going to be a natural disaster. There's always going to be a economic problem. There's always going to be stuff going on the world stage. There's always going to be something in the news that preppers should pay attention to. And I think most people that are into preparedness keep a pretty good eye on that, what BS the media tells you in the first place. We all keep one eye on that, and we all have a general idea that the system is fragile. And if you prepare, like myself, if you prepare for a catastrophic disruption in the supply lines, which is the main reason why I prep and the main reason why I prepare, because I have seen firsthand the fragility of that system long before the pandemic. I could see where there could be a problem with that. So if you cover that base, you cover your ability to evacuate or to stay where you're at, bug in, bug out. If you're good with that, you covered catastrophic disruption of the supply lines. You've covered the best of your ability, economic impacts, whether it's job loss or in my case, medical problems or any other economic catastrophe that might come down the pipes. If you sort of get yourself squared away in that aspect, you have ways to stay warm. If the power goes out, you have ways to generate a little power if for some reason there's some type of grid disruption. If you start covering those bases one at a time, you look at your security, you make sure that you have some security things in place for yourself, for your neighbors, for your group, however you want to do it. If you have all those things in place, it doesn't matter what is in the news. It doesn't matter what the current event is. You've already taken more steps than most people to confront these things and to facilitate a positive outcome. And I feel that given people skills and given people my own personal experiences as far as what I do and the things that have been successful for me, I feel that that is more important than talking about the news daily. And I think it can help more people out in the long run, even though I don't still get the same amount of clicks that the current events channels get. But anyway, this is Modern Refugee, just my take on why I don't talk about more daily news type things on my channel. I keep it more to skills and different tips and tricks to help everybody out. But anyways, Modern Refugee, appreciate all my subscribers out there. Hope you guys got a little information, a little entertainment out of this video here. Just me rambling on here on a afternoon. You guys have a good one.